Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very big ass. And if you ever saw it, you'd say, damn, that's a big fat ass. All right. Welcome to the Motherfucking Pumpkin Podcast, dude. With your host, Pumpkin. All right. Alas, we have returned. I needed a break last week, guys. All right. I just did not have it in me. It had been, I don't fucking know, dude. 2 straight months of just pounding these out each week, sometimes twice a week. So I needed a break. And it was nice. It was nice last week to just have the day to myself, nothing to worry about, no obligations. Even though this isn't an obligation, this is a choice, right? But it's something I like doing, and it is an obligation now because I feel like I need to do it now. So anyway, the weather is prime, my friends. It's like 55 out right now. It could be colder. I'd prefer it if it was colder. That's all right. It is November 11th. All right. So that means in the States, if you're not from the States, in the States, fucking daylight savings time ended like 6 days ago. So we got an extra hour of sleep that day. I think it's at like 2 a.m. The clocks go back 1 hour. So that was fucking nice, dude. And, dude, like, it's amazing. The sun goes down at like 4 o'clock now. Huge fucking fan of this, dude. I love it. Every year, this is my favorite thing, dude. So I'm going to savor this for the next, like, it really, honestly, people think like January and February are still miserable and dark and whatever. To be honest with you, man, I start noticing it go the other way towards like the end of December, you know? Like not even 2 weeks after winter actually begins, I start to notice the days do start getting longer. You know, the sun stays out longer, you know, and then gradually it'll get back to rising sooner. But yeah, so I have like, there's like a good 6-week window where I get this perfect little pocket of the weather being as cold as I want it to be, and also the days being as short as I want them to be. So I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to savor this. I'm not going to take this for granted. And it just makes me dread summer so much, dude. The fucking years go by so quick, dude. When you get older, like, it sucks, man. Like, I miss being a teenager and fucking, it seemed like a year was like a whole lifetime. Like, you talk about things with your friends and you're like, oh man, that was a year ago. That shit's old. You know what I mean? Like, things from a year ago are old. The way that you were a year ago is old. You know, someone that you talked to and their whole persona from a year ago is old. It's weird. And nowadays it's like, yeah, a year ago, fucking I was already moved into my new apartment I had been moved in for 5 weeks up to that point. So now, if you put that into perspective and you know who I am, you'd probably be like, holy shit, yeah, time flew. Hold on. One sec. How you doing? Hi, I'm just picking up a mobile order for Philip. You got it. Thank you. Picking up my coffee. I couldn't wait. Figured I'd bring you guys along. Because I hate getting it and then, like, having nothing to do while I'm filming. I just go park somewhere, and I don't want to have my car idling because... How's it going?
You should have put it off.
What?
You just have drinks?
Yeah, just drinks.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
You too. Yeah, I don't like to have my car idling anymore just because we all know what happened the last time I idled for too long. My car started smoking and fucking probably was on the verge of blowing up. So let's not do that again. So yeah, I'm out and about right now. I'm driving. Just took care of my daughter all morning, all week. You know the drill with that. So let's get down to brass tacks. I never actually have even looked up what that means when people say that. Let's get down to brass tacks. I'm like, I know it obviously has something to do with brass and tacks. So obviously it's probably like a really old thing. Like, well, what's the brass tacks? What's the fine print? Whatever. I'm probably fucking retarded, but whatever. So anyway, all right. My week at work, better than it has been, given that that manager lady's back. But here's the thing. Here's the beauty of being an employee of a union, or a member of a union, I should say. Here's the plus side. At any moment, I can call for a meeting with the union president. So I did that. I actually fucking did that. I was getting so pissed off at work. Things were just not aligning with what they were at the beginning of the year, you know? The beginning of the year was fucking great, man. Like, I was in a good mood all the time. Even you guys know I was in a good mood all the time. Like, I had nothing to complain about other than just, surface level things. You know what I mean? It's just cosmetics, right? Ah, man, this day sucked. It was busy. This student was a pain in my ass. What, you know what I mean? Like, that was about the extent of it. But generally, I was happy. I was content. Nothing to complain about. Everything was going smoothly. And then, this manager came back and morale went down the shitter. Not just for me. Like, there's like 8 or 9 people that I've talked to that don't fucking like her either. And so when I had my meeting with the president went around and he talked to like a bunch of other employees, and they all said the same shit to him that I was saying. So, and this is something that happens a lot with this particular manager. We sat down and he told me that. He said that he talked to a bunch of other people. They said the same things about her that I'm saying. But he also said that he doesn't know if it's bias because last year a lot of those people had meetings with him about her. And so he's like, I don't know if they're just holding on to a grudge from last year or if she's genuinely doing these things again. And I was like, well, I wasn't part of those meetings last year. So I don't even know what their gripes were with her specifically. So this is new, what I'm saying to you right now, because I wasn't even, I worked with her for like 6 months, or no, not 6 months, 6 weeks last year. And that was enough for me to know that she's a pain in the ass. But I didn't have this meeting as a result of some grudge that I was holding against her. I had this meeting because after working with her for a couple of weeks, I experienced all the negative shit about her that I was afraid of, that I explained to you guys. I immediately started experiencing it, and I tried to hold on as long as I could before I felt the need to say something. It's been like 3 weeks now. So I went 3 weeks trying to just bite my tongue, trying to find a way to make things work with her. And I just couldn't just deal with it anymore. You know what I mean? It's like when something's wrong in your life, it's counterintuitive to just keep putting it off and procrastinating. You know what I mean? So, once it got to a point where I felt like, okay, this shit's going too far and she's not going to stop doing the things that she does, that's when I felt it's time for me to speak up and actually work this out with the president, see what he has to say, and maybe things can change. So that happened on Tuesday. And all week, things were slightly better with, what I called her Karen. Things are slightly better with her all week. I don't think it has anything to do with my meeting with the president, because he said that he was going to bring up the things that I talked about at their next meeting, and that meeting hasn't happened yet. But generally, I think because I'm so cold towards her, and I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't take the bait on certain things. When she tries to get me to laugh and stuff, like, and she tries to make small talk, like, I take that stuff as, like, you want me to invite you in so that you can continue being a pain in the ass to me. You know what I mean? Like, and that's exactly what it is. Because, anytime her and I have, like, some good, healthy banter, at any point on any given day, there's always something that follows later in that day where she's just a complete pain in the ass towards me. And I don't want to invite that shit anymore, Like, I don't like people who do shit like that. It's manipulative. And so I'm just kind of cold. I don't laugh at her jokes. I don't give her the time of day. And that doesn't give her, like, any room to be able to manipulate the situation and have me accept her as this pain in the ass. Because I won't do it. So, anyway, I'm kind of trailing off here. So I had this meeting with the president. It went well. He said he wrote it all down. He said he'd bring it up at the next meeting. So that's good. So things at work are not great still, but tiny improvements this week with that bitch. So, anyway, fuck. Sorry, I'm fucking trying to navigate through traffic right now. So, Christmas break is coming up in 5 weeks. I cannot fucking wait. So, this next week, so starting tomorrow to Thursday, this will be my last full week before Thanksgiving break. So Thanksgiving break, I get the day before Thanksgiving off. I get Thanksgiving off, then I get the 2 days after that off. And I get paid for the day before and the day of. So that's cool. So I'll hit overtime next week. And then the week after that, dude, I come back for 3 weeks, and then we're off for Christmas. And Christmas break is 1 month long, bro. Almost 1 month. It's from December 18th, which is my birthday, which I'm getting off. I already requested that off. So I'll get that off, and I'll get paid for it. It's from the 18th until January 14th. Bro. That is fucking incredible. Incredible. I'm gonna do so much shit with my family. I cannot fucking wait. So that should be fun. Christmas is gonna be a blast. I'm actually, dude, currently I'm wearing Christmas pajama pants that my wife bought for me. She got me and her matching pants, and then she bought our daughter a onesie, which also matches our pants. So you check it out real quick. Heyo. Yeah, so that's gonna be a blast. So I gotta start fucking gift shopping, dude. Oh, that's one thing. See, all right. See, I like the act of going shopping for gifts. I like being creative, and I like making people happy, and giving them shit that they can use or whatever, remember, be sentimental about. I love all that stuff surrounding Christmas. The only thing that I don't like is how badly it hurts my wallet. That's the only thing. It is so fucking expensive, dude. And it's not like I buy a crazy amount of gifts for people, but even still, like even still, the shit that I do buy, like, it's always, like, you're gonna do it and it's gonna be like, oh, that was only $100? That's very cheap for Christmas. But also, oh shit, now that's $100 less that I have, though. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a savings, it's different, I guess, but you still have to recoup it in your savings, so it's not really that different, you know what I mean? Yeah, you just notice, like, these little amounts of money that you spent, they all add up to a lot of money, and then you're like, well, fuck, now I gotta make that money back, I just hate that there's a little bit of sacrifice attached to it, but I guess it's all worth it because I get gifts too, which is kind of incredible, dude. Like, I gotta tell you, the last 5 years of my life, because the first Christmas with my wife's family, I didn't go to their house just because we had only been dating for a short period of time, and I didn't want to, like, impose. So I went the next year, 2018, and they bought me gifts, bought me a bunch of shit, and I was, like, so shocked and so grateful, because it had been so long since I had experienced something like that. The last time that I actually had a Christmas was when I was 15 years old, and that was back in 2006 maybe. Yeah, 2006. Holy shit. Yeah, so back in like 2006-ish, I had just turned 15 maybe. Fuck, I can't remember, dude. I always fuck up dates. Either 2006 or 2007 had been the last time that I had a Christmas with my actual family, with my mom and my sister, where, like, I actually got some gifts and that it actually had some semblance of normalcy, and that's saying a lot. Like, it wasn't really normal. My mom got shit-faced the night before. She got so fucking drunk the night before. She went on a rampage. She was falling all over the place. She was throwing up. The house was a fucking disaster. There was just bottles all over the place. It was a pigsty. Our neighbor was over. He was drunk. He fucking, you know what I mean? And he was a fucking pig too. He was, like, hitting on my sister the whole night, and, like, actually, no, at the time she was 18, so whatever. But and it was just like, it was a madhouse. It was a mess. But there was still a Christmas tree, and there were still gifts under the tree. You know what I mean? So when I woke up, I got to open gifts. Even though my mom woke up with a hangover and then started drinking again. It was still had a tinge of sadness, but it was normal-ish. And that was the very last time. The next year was nothing. I got invited over to my mom's boyfriend's house at the time. just to watch his daughter open gifts. And then he handed me one. It was like a hand-me-down work jacket that he gave me. I was like, yeah, this is it for Christmas for me, huh? Like, holy shit. My mom didn't even fucking get me anything. I was like, all right, 16 years old, Christmas is over. Okay, that's it. And then I hadn't experienced a Christmas again for 12 years until I started spending it with my wife's parents. And I gotta tell you, so my first Christmas was 2018. The next one was 2019. And they got me even more shit. And each year, it's like, it's so unexpected. Like, I'm so grateful, like, and so surprised that it's like, each year when they give me like a $50 gift card or something unexpected, something that was expensive where it just catches me off guard, I'm just like, holy shit, like, this is still surprising to me. Even though it's been happening for 5 years, it's just, I went such a long time without it, you know, and Christmas, it fell off for me at such a young age that I'm like, I don't know, it's just this thing that's implanted in my brain where it's like, oh, I'm not supposed to get this stuff. This isn't a normal thing for me, you know? And also, I guess with their traditions too, like, we have dinner, you know, we have dinner with their whole family, and we play games, and it's a good time, you know, like, I hadn't experienced that since I was a teenager, and it's amazing. Every year, it feels great, it feels amazing, and it catches me off guard every year. It's like I you know what I mean? I'm not supposed to be doing this. Like, I don't deserve this. So yeah, I mean, I guess that trauma actually makes me more grateful than, like, probably the average person is, who maybe would scoff at the idea of being surrounded by family, or who gets bored or annoyed at the holidays because it's, you know, fucking cheesy or crowded, or, you know, it's stressful, whatever. For me, it's kind of like, I miss that so much in my family, and, like, I miss my mom so much, and I miss those days when I was little, and, like, everything felt cohesive, like, it felt like our family was actually together, like, we were like a unit, and we just had these traditions of sitting around a table together, and no matter how much people fought, no matter what grudges from the past people had, every holiday we would get together and we would have dinner, and we would yell at each other at the table, and but everybody would be around, you know. The dog would have fucking bells on, you know, and the house would be decorated to the nines, you know. If somebody dropped a match in there, the place would fucking blow up. Like, that that was the shit that I remembered, and I don't know, I guess it's just nice that now, like, I get to have that back again. Even though it's not my family, it's just nice to be surrounded by that, where I can experience that nostalgia from when I was a kid, and also I get to do it with more level-headed people, because my wife's family is way more well-adjusted than mine is, and so it's kind of like way later in life I got to experience this, and it's like it's better late than never, you know. But anyway, I've talked about this before. Anyway, I was gonna go into questions, but nobody's really asked anything. It's been kind of quiet. I didn't do one last week, so there wasn't really much build up to this one. But I think Frog asked me one question. I can't remember what it is though. Yeah, I can't remember, Frog. Sorry. I'll answer your question on the next one. I'm just I'm out and about right now, dude. I'm like picking up coffee and picking up beer and food and getting ready for my night, so I didn't really prepare. I think there's only one question anyway. Whatever, I'll get to it next week. So So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, just I just have the holidays on my mind. That's it. That's all that this was for today. I'm just venting about the upcoming holidays. I'm excited though. Dude, it's cool walking around and seeing all the festive stuff and going to get my coffee and they got all the festive flavors and the fucking donuts and shit. It's awesome, dude. Big fan. But yeah, that's it for today, I think. I'm watching this event tonight. It is a pay-per-view, so I dumped another $80. I spend way too much on this shit, dude. I really do. But then that's it until December 16th, so I don't have to pay any shit until then. But it's going to be a good one. It's actually happening in Madison Square Garden tonight in New York City. I'm fucking psyched. If I had planned better, I would be there. But, whatever. I'm 2 states over. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But I bought it. It's going to be a good one. Yuri Prochazka versus Alex Pereira. We got Sergey Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinall. Whatever. If you know how to pirate shit, definitely pirate it. If you have a VPN, I would VPN it? Yeah, anyway, you should check it out if you can. Otherwise, that's it for tonight. That's the Pumpkin Podcast. I will see you in the server, wherever the fuck anyone is. It's dead now. And yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.